Hello, today we are going to see about the Unit 3 as the BPSK and its constellation diagram, modulator and demodulator part. So binary phase shift keying, it means it also sometimes called as PRK, that is phase reversal keying, or 2PSK. So it is the simplest form of phase shift keying and it uses the two phases which will be separated by 180 degree. So it can also be termed as 2PSK. So in this matter, it will be constellation points are positioned in the figure, that is at the real axis at 0 degree and also at the 180 degrees. So this modulation is most robust of all PSKs since it takes the highest level of noise or distortion which will make the demodulator an incorrect decision. So it can be able to modulate 1 bit per symbol and it is unsuitable for high data rate applications. So in the BPSK, the carrier signal S of t is equal to root 2p cos 2 pi f naught t. So consider the current symbol is a 1, then S1 of t is equal to root 2p cos 2 pi f naught t. Then next symbol is 0, then S2 of t is equal to root 2p cos 2 pi f naught t plus pi. So that is minus root 2p cos 2 pi f naught t. So in the above equations we can define the PSK signals as S of t equal to B of t into root 2p cos 2 pi f naught t. Here B of t is plus 1 when binary 1 is transmitted and B of t is minus 1 when binary 0 is transmitted. So here the phase of the carrier is shifted by 180 degrees, that is B of t here plus 1 will when binary 1 is transmitted and B of t, that is minus 1, here 0 will be transmitted. So likewise the phase shifting will be occur in the amplitude part. So this is the generation of BPSK signal. So here the BPSK signal can generate by applying the carrier signal to the balanced modulator. So the baseband signal B of t is applied to the modulating signal to balance modulator. So the NRZ level encoder which will convert the binary data sequences into the bipolar NRZ signals. So then we will receive the pure BPSK signal. So the reception of the BPSK signal is S of t is equal to B of t into root 2p cos 2 pi f naught t. So here the phase shift in the received signal, that is the signal will undergo the phase change depending upon the time delay from the transmitter to receiver. So this phase change is normally fixed and the phase shift in the transmitted signal. So that is in the output or input of the receiver will be S of t is equal to B of t into root 2p cos 2 pi f naught t plus theta. Okay, next we have to went into the squaring circuit. So in this the received signal carrier is separated since this is coherent detection. So the received signal is passed through square law device and then it will be the output as cos squared 2 pi f naught t plus theta. So we all know that cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. So likewise we have to substitute, that is cos squared 2 pi f naught t plus theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 pi f naught t plus theta by 2, that is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 cos 2 pi f naught t plus theta. Here half represents the DC level. Then the signal will be passed into the band pass filter. So this signal band pass filter will used as a pass band is centered around the 2f0. So it will remove the DC level of 1 by 2 and its output will be get as a cos 2 pi f naught t plus theta. So this signal has the frequency of 2f0. Then it is given to the frequency divider this signal is passed through the frequency divider by 2, and it will, the output of the frequency divider will get a carrier signal whose frequency is f0, that is cos 2 pi f0 t plus theta. Then it is passed into the synchronous demodulator. The synchronous demodulator will multiply the input signal and the recovered carrier. So the output will be b of t into root 2 p cos squared 2 pi f0 t plus theta. So after that, at finalized, it will be transferred to the bit synchronizer and then to the integrator. So this is then integrator will integrate the signal over the 1 bit period, and the bit synchronizer will take the starting and the ending time of the bit. So at last we will receive the output as S0 of KTB. Next, the phase shift will be based on the input, that is signal will go phase shifted, that is S of t is equal to b of t into root 2p cos 2 pi f0 t plus theta, that is the cos square 2 pi f0 t plus theta. So the square law device will be used for the carrier separation, and the band pass filter will allow the signal frequency, and it is centered at 2f. So the frequency divider will be filtered signal is divided by factor 2. So and the sync demodulator will multiply the input signal and recover the carrier. Integrator will integrate the signal over the 1 bit period, that is S0 of KTB is equal to B of KTB root of P by 2 into TB. So this is the BPSK signal output. So next we have to find out the power spectrum density of the BPSK, that is SBPSK of F is equal to VB square TB into 1 by 2 sin pi F0 minus F into TB divided by pi into F0 minus F into TB the whole square plus 1 by 2 into sin pi F0 plus F into TB the by pi into F0 plus F into TB the whole square. So the bandwidth means the highest frequency and the lowest frequency in the main lobe minus. So F0 plus FB is the highest frequency and F0 minus FB is the lowest frequency. When we are subtracting the two frequency levels, we will receive that 2FB here. So it is the bandwidth of the BPSK. Next, the integration process for kth bit is S0 of KTB is equal to B of KTB root 2P, that is integral k minus 1 TB to KTB cos square 2 pi F0 t plus theta into dt here. So we have to take the common as a B of KTB into root 2P by 2 integral of k minus 1 into TB KTB, that is 1 plus cos square 2 pi F0 t plus d theta into dt here. So that is B of KTB into root of P by 2, that is integral k minus 1 TB to KTB 1 dt plus integral k minus 1 TB to KTB cos square 2 pi F0 t plus theta into dt here. So that is B of KTB into root P by 2 into t with the limit of k minus 1 TB to KTB. So S0 of KTB is equal to B of KTB root of P by 2 into TB. So S0 of KTB is directly proportional to B of KTB. Next we have to see the binary phase shift keying implementation. So for the bit rate 5, we are using the baud rate also as a 5. So when we are passing the 5 signals, that is for 1 it will be in the 0 degree amplitude, and for 0 it will be in the phase shift, that is 180 degree amplitude. So likewise it will be transferred. Next, this is the BPSK generation and the product detection. So that is a BPSK demodulation processor. So in this BPSK demodulation processor, we have the passing the signal, digital signals to the channel 1, and it will be multiplied together with the modulating signal and the carrier signal together, and it will be given to the multiplier module. So the multiplier module will be used as a local carrier signal output, and it will be passed the output signal to the tunable low pass filter. So the low pass filter will be gives the accurate signal to the output, and it will be marked it as a demodulated BPSK signal, that is to the channel 0. Next, constellation of BPSK. So here the BPSK will also sometimes called PRK, and it will be uses the 2 degree, that is 0 degree and 180 degree. So it also having the constellation points which are positioned in the figure and the real axis, that is 0 degree and 180 degree. So this modulation is most robust of all the PSKs, and it will take the highest level of noise or distortion to make the demodulator an incorrect decision. So it is also able to modulate the 1 bit per symbol and also unsuitable for high data rate applications. So in the presence of arbitrary phase shift keying, it will be introduced the communication channel. So the demodulator will be tells that the constellation point is encoded to the modulation point. So next one is the binary phase shift keying will have the signal that can be determined by S of t is equal to A of m of t into cos 2p fct, that is 0 less than t less than capital T. So here the A will be the constant, m of t will be plus 1 or minus 1, and fc is the carrier frequency and t is the bit duration. So the signal power will be P is equal to A squared by 2, that is A equal to 2p. So the implementation of the BPSK will be, the general form will be Sn of t is equal to root of 2EB by TB cos 2 pi fct plus pi into 1 minus n, that is n is equal to u0, 1, etc. So this will yield two phases, that is 0 and pi, that is a 180 degree. So in the specific form, the binary data will be conveyed the signals as S0 of t is equal to root of 2EB by TB cos 2 pi fct plus pi, that is minus root of 2EB by TB cos 2 pi fct. So when it is 0, we will receive the output as root of 2EB by TB cos 2 pi fct. When it is a binary 1, we will receive the output as root of 2 by TB cos 2 pi fct, where fc is the frequency of the carrier wave. So the signal space can be represented by single basis function. So here 1 is represented by 0, is represented by 180 degree. So the binary modulating signals and BPSK signals are like this. So when we are passing the sequencer which will be generated, the binary sequences as 0 1 0 1 0 0 1. So likewise we will receive the BPSK signal at the output wave. So here the modulating signal spectrum and spectrum of BPSK signals. So it will be changes according to the time value, that is when the time value is minus 1 by t means it will be increased, and when the time value is minus 2 by 2 means it will be increased. Comparing to the binary sequence value, the waveform will be changes during to the envelope of the equation. So here we are seeing the coherent demodulator, that is when we are passing the m of t and the carrier signal as A cos 2 pi fct, it will be multiplied together to form the S of t as the BPSK modulated signal. So this modulated signal will be compared with the cos 2 pi fct as the carrier's coherent signal, and it will be forms the output as the demodulated signal as a coherent demodulated signal, that is a 0.5 AM of t. So advantages means the main advantages of the BPSK, that is phase shift keying, will allows the data to carried along radio communication, and it will be more efficient with the frequency shift keying. So it is a digital modulation scheme, and it will transpose the data by changing the phase of the carrier. Thank you.